All right, let's go to the mounting block. There we go. All right, well, let me move up his saddle a little bit. It's kind of slipped back. Okay. Now we're good. Okay. Back up. Back up. Thank you. That was not backing up, but it'll work. Oopsies. That was not graceful, my friend. I'm so sorry about that. Oh my gosh, I like these reins so much better already. I'm not a big fan of rubber reins, but you know, I much prefer to have the double converters instead of two reins that are confusing the crap out of me, especially when I just started riding again. Yeah, the mic is under my mouth. So we're just gonna give him a nice little warm-up walk, do some circles to keep his mind thinking. We don't want him to just kind of mosey around. Sorry, I keep adjusting. I'm really sore. I literally have bruises on my butt and the insides of my thighs from riding and jumping yesterday. Make sure Blarney's not scared of the tripod. So I'm just gonna take him around it, make sure he's aware of it and not scared. See, good boy. See, we're not scared of it. Blarney's like, I'm bomb-proof. I'm not scared of much of anything. So, just gonna keep him walking, keep him active. His old owner used spurs on him, but I haven't really felt the need to. I got the little rubber spurs. I don't believe in like using the painful ones. The only time I ever had issues keeping him going was yesterday when we were jumping, but he also had an issue with rushing the jumps too, so it's kind of like, I don't even know. Do a little. So we want to keep that contact, do a nice active walk. We want his brain to be thinking. I wish there were some trot poles. He really gets his brain thinking when we have trot poles out. He does them really nicely. Like he really thinks about his step on them and over them. So I got lucky with such an amazing horse, honestly. Let me just readjust my clothes. See if we can kind of get him on the bit. So if I press my inside leg and kind of block him off with my outside rein, I can kind of get him round. You don't want to do that like seesawing thing that you see some people do. So I'm just going to kind of keep contact with my inside leg and then hold that outside rein and kind of get him to bend if he'll do it. He does it better when I have him on the double reins. There we go. And when he listens to me, I'm going to give him that rein and tell him, like, you're doing the right thing. So I'm not going to keep pulling on your mouth. There we go. See, he did it. So I'm going to give him that rein. Good boy. So that's how you kind of let him know, like, hey, you're doing it right. Like, I'm not going to keep pulling on your mouth if you're correctly doing it. And good thing about being so tall and having long legs is I can really get him to move off of my leg. And I can steer him with my legs. You're not completely steering with your reins. You look where you want to go. You twist your pelvis to turn them. You use your legs to kind of signal which way you want them to bend. Fine. Good boy. All right, come on. All right. Do a little bit more active of a trot. Typically have a little bit longer stirrups when I'm doing flat work, but hey, this is working. So when you're doing a rising trot, you want to think forward and backwards. You don't want to think up and down. I know, get all them grunts out. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. He's keeping his ears up. He's still getting used to the place, so I don't blame him. Good boy. It's definitely easier with the single rein. I just don't feel like I have as much contact. Pay attention. As I do with the double pelham rein. And you want to rise when the outside leg goes forward. and sit when the inside leg goes forward. Again, guys, this is like my, 20th ride in a decade, so let's not judge. Let's be kind. I know I'm not perfect, but hey, not too bad, if I say so myself. We're just going to do some half circles, get him thinking, get him on that bit. You want to think heels down, and you're gripping kind of with your calves. Keep going. We're going to change the rein here. Go across that diagonal. And you want to sit two to get back on that correct diagonal so you're rising with the outside leg. Good boy. And I want to take him all the way up to that fence. There we go. Good boy. So we're doing a nice slow trot right now, just kind of warming him up. Get all them huffs and puffs out. And you want to be in rhythm with the horse. You don't want to be like coming down on their back super hard. You want to kind of just be in tune with them, follow their rhythm. The faster I go up and down in my rising trot, the faster he's going to go. And if I slow my trot like this, look, he's going to slow down. Now, if I pick up my trot, he's going to start moving a little faster. Good boy. So he really listens to the aids that you give him, which is what you get with a more experienced horse. Say, I'm 18, I'm a gentleman. All right, come back to a walk. So you can kind of feel when my body is getting ready to walk, because I'm kind of like sitting deeper in my seat, using my feet kind of as brakes. And then I'll let him stretch out, let him know he's being a good boy. I feel like a Western rider. Do I look like one? I don't know how you guys do it. I've ridden a Western horse, and all my buttons were wrong. And that horse was trying to butt me off because I was pissing him off, but I just literally didn't know what to do. Like, my cues were so off, it wasn't even funny. Like, it was not good. All right, let's trot. We got to get more energy up. On the wrong diagonal, so I'm going to sit two to fix it. And again, I'm just lightly going forward and backwards with my pelvis. Most people make the mistake of arching their back like this. No, you want to tuck your butt underneath you and go with the flow of that horse. You also don't want to hang on their mouth. You do not want to hang on a horse's mouth. Your reins are there to maintain contact. If I just keep holding my balance by holding on his mouth, that's going to piss him off. See, so now he's doing a more forward trot. I'm light in my seat. I'm rising a little faster. Such a good boy. We're going to go for a little canter transition. Canter, good boy. Keep my leg on him. And I'm going to move my arms with his body. And then if I was doing a half seat, it would look like this. So this is a half seat. I'm down in my heels. My pelvis is not touching that saddle. So if I was jumping or in hunters, I'd be riding like this. Whereas I'm flatting or dressage, I'm going to sit tall and move my hands with him. Good boy. And come back to a trot. Good boy. Good job. I know we're grunting today. Do a little change of the leg. Sorry, change of the lead, Jesus. Good boy. And then we're going to canter on this side. Canter. And I'm not a hunt seat rider, guys, so I am a dressage show jumper. So I sit down with my butt, and I follow with my arms, and I use my legs. So if I'm doing a little circle, I'm twisting my pelvis, I'm turning it with my legs, and I'm looking where I want to go. Camera lost us. There we go. Dang it, that was a good transition too. Come to a walk, good boy. So that walk transition was bad on my part. I was leaning forward. You don't want to lean forward. You're going to lose your balance doing that. Do you have to poop? I feel like you have to poop, buddy. You're acting like you have to poop. I'm thinking, get him moving. Buddy, I want you to come around, but I don't want you to hit that pole. So see how I'm using my leg to bend him? And he listens to me, so I'm going to give that. So you're blocking with that outside rein. I'm using this leg to turn him. Good boy. When I first started trying horses out, I noticed that everyone in this area rides in that hunt seat, right? They're kind of riding like this. And I was like, am I riding wrong? Have I been taught wrong? Turns out that's just the hunt seat. We didn't really have that in Indonesia or Australia. Hunters meant literally hunting in cross country. So my brain is dressage seat, sit back, follow the horse with your arms, sit straight, butt tucked underneath you. That's how I was taught. So I wasn't doing anything wrong. People were just riding differently than I was. So, all right, let's go on a trot. Good boy. All right, let's go get back on. We fixed the Pivo. We fixed the Pivo, and my mic is still attached. Can I have some of my water? I don't know if I can reach it. Now, how do I put it back down? Fuck. We're going to put it on the mounting block. Oh, good boy. Thank you. Thanks for letting me do that, you angel baby. Back active. I hope this thing is zooming in and out. We'll find out when this is all done. Good job. I was leaning forward there. I need to work on that. I keep leaning forward, and I need to just sit tall and tuck my butt underneath me. That's what I need to do. I feel like my stirrup leather is twisted. Oh well. Canter. Good boy. So I'm going to do a long strided, let him stretch out, loosen those reins. That long strided canter. Yeah, buddy. We're going to go for a little half seat. I really need to build up my muscle strength with this badly. I'm not very good at it yet. I can do it over jumping, but for long courses right now, hell no. We're going to come back to a trot. I'm going to sit back, sit up, put those brakes on. Good boy. It's almost feeding time. So he gets excited. He's ready to get the lesson over with. I'm sorry, boy. We're going to change lead. Jesus Christ. Good boy. Good boy. Good job, Bubby. We're going to go over this canter pole. Good boy. Just a little nice, easy canter pole. And then we're going to come back to a trot. Good boy. Good boy. So, like, I'm working on me a lot, too. He's well trained. He knows what he's doing. He's really good for me to learn on and get good on because he is such an angel. And he's a really advanced horse, so it's going to teach me to really use my cues because when I'm doing the right thing, he perfectly listens to me because he's been trained that way. So if he's doing something wrong, I know that's because I'm doing something wrong. So it's a really good lesson for me to ride this guy Blarney right here. I'm so glad I didn't go with those other few horses I tried before him. They were all like 6 years old. And I didn't need that. I didn't need a young horse right now. I need an experienced horse that knows what they're doing, that I can really, really improve on, you know. Sorry, we're doing a really slow walk right now. So I feel really lucky because I got my boy. I know it's almost feeding time. We're just going to do a couple more transitions. I think I'm going to try to throw in a little flying change action. See if we can do it. I'm trying to think of where I could come in. The arena's all got a ton of jumps and stuff in it. So trying to figure out where I can make this happen. I kind of see a stretch. I could go over that canter pole and do it. But we'll just see if we can find the space. All right, trot. I really want you guys to see his flying changes. Ooh, I see a spot. I can do it right here. All right, so when I come around this bend, I'm going to canter, go across, and we're going to try a flying change. Stay to the wall. Canter. There we go. And change. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. Good job, buddy. Good boy. That was a little weird turn, but we got the change in, and we want to do it when I'm asking him, because he's an auto change boy. We want him to change when I ask. Canter. Canter. Blarney, thank you. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And go back to a trot. Good job, Bubby. Oh, good boy. You've been a saint. I need to work on bending my elbows too. All right. Let's go back to a walk. Oh, good boy. We're just doing a nice, easy ride today on Christmas. It's almost feeding time, so good boy. You just kind of stroll around. Just want to cool him down. That was so fun, guys. I really hope this recorded. And tomorrow we're going to do a little jumping lesson. I'm going to get here earlier because I hate ending right at feed time, you know. So we'll do a little jump course. I'll set it up before I get him out, and I can show you guys how I set up the course. Just probably going to be a little easy, like 6 jump course, probably something like that. But Blarney did so amazing today. Yes, you did. I like these new reins. I'm not a fan of rubber reins, but these were the only ones I could find with the already double bit attachment. I don't like the converters. They're so bulky. I hate it. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right. And then we can hop off. Whoa. Well, I'm riding like a Western rider, you know. Whoa. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Can I look at you? Can I look at you? Oh, hello, thank you. He always likes to touch my toes. That's how he knows we're done. That's how he knows. Oh, oh. Y'all, he's so large, even though I'm so tall. Well, that freaking saddle moved. I didn't have the girth tight enough. That saddle moved way back. Needs to be like up here. Let me put the other stirrup up, and then we gotta grab the Pivo, or at least turn it off. I had my stirrup leather completely backwards, guys. That's why it felt so weird. My stirrup leather was completely twisted around. That's why it was so strange. All right, let's get the Pivo. Say I did great. Say I was a good boy as always.